Okay, ready? Three,
Stop by a hot
one.
skirt.
Smile.
There we go.
There
Nice.
it is.
Got him. Oh,
She's
that's
just
fun.
the best honey pot in town.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Sean Tank Top. I'm over here at Casa Tank Top, hanging out with my very good friends Dustin, Morgan, Drace over there, the Dojo Drace. How you doing over there, Draces?
Ooh, boy. I'm excited.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Draces.
I think I was like thinking about it today because I knew I would watch this, and I was gonna look into it, and I'm like, nah,
Don't.
go in line, go in blind.
Don't
Don't
do
even
it.
like look into
Blind.
it.
Blind as fuck.
You know, they say love is blind.
Blind like Faye Valentine. I don't know shit about anything that happened before, and so I'm just hitting this thing.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of it. And this world's fucking so fucked up. Watchers in the bar, we're talking about we're making like little, cowboy bing bong references over there because we're talking about this brand new fucking show that's just dropped like this last couple of days from the creator of Cowboy Bebop, called Lazarus. I know nothing about it other than the fact that it is developed and created, and the director of Cowboy Bebop is doing this shit.
Great.
You know what I mean? Like, in Cowboy Bebop, one of the best animes that we've ever covered, quite obviously. Like, It's one of the best animes and most influential animes of all time. And so I'm interested. Now, this is something, because we haven't seen, like, Samurai Champloo, and there's, like, been a bunch of other shows. There's been a bunch of other things, mangas and shit like that he's done in between this program, but this is gonna be wild. This is like watching like Mean Streets or something like that, and then watching like The Departed. Like it's 25-year difference of like storytelling, know-how, experience, whatever that we've had between these two shows. And I'm gonna be just very interested to kind of see how this thing moves. I mean, we adored it. And you guys know nothing about it either, do you?
I know nothing.
No.
You literally told us about this last week, and then it showed up at our doorstep.
And then it showed up. Well,
Yeah.
no, because I thought for some reason I thought it was like later, like in the early summer or something. But I mean, happy to have it.
Yeah.
Very excited. It's running on Adult Swim like every Sunday now, and so
We're adults.
allegedly, yes,
I
we
do
are.
drugs.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Wow.
Do
Edit
drugs,
that out.
have the
I make
sex every once in a
I
while.
make sex all the time.
We make a sex all over. Like, I'm assuming there's gonna be a
Killer soundtrack.
I get you know that the music's gonna probably be fucking on point.
Yeah.
And then also, I do think that there is a future element to this. Like, I think that this is like a future like sci-fi type deal or whatever, and that's exciting. You know what I mean? Like, obviously because Cowboy Bebop was fantastic. You know what I mean? Like, as far as kind of like this really awesome, quirky, interesting vision of the future. Now, what I am going to be interested in is this kind of more of like a serialized like type thing? Like, is this going to be like a big kind of overarching, ongoing story, mystery,
more like
whatever?
Cowboy,
Or is it going to be, more vignettes and everything like that? So we appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with us as we go through Lazarus. If you guys want to get early and uncut access every week on the days that we shoot them, our reactions to Lazarus, and you guys want to get it completely full and uncut, you can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. The link's in the top and comment or the description below. Click that shit, head on over. Just fucking $5 over there at the Toon tier, the animation tier. Ain't no tariffs on this bitch unless you order from the app. Go on the desktop because Apple charges you $3 extra. $3 extra, boilerplate, everything.
Tim
So
Apple, how dare you?
Go, like, literally,
Wait.
fuck the fucking app and just like log on and do it through the desktop if you guys want to save yourself some money or whatever. Because no tariffs on these here reactions.
Wait, $3 extra for what?
For
Just Apple. Apple just does that.
Apple does that.
Everything
shit.
that you've ever purchased on
They
an
gotta
Apple
take
that
a
wasn't
slice
developed by them,
like a
was just
slice
like,
of an apple. They gotta get their slice.
They gotta take their
they gotta take their cut.
little cut.
Yeah, so
Cut of the
hit us
apple.
up over there, $5 at the Toon tier. Hit us up on the desktop over there. That gets you full and uncut access for an entire month's worth of us watching these drops over here. Every week, you guys get full, early and uncut access. And you also get a bunch of the other shows that we're rocking right now. We're rocking Vinland Saga. We're right back on that fucking Gravity Falls train. But if you can't do that and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and subscribe, ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us.
How will the end of the world come upon us? It's something I've always wondered about ever since I was a kid. arrives
Flux
without
vibes.
warning. One of the most brilliant minds since Einstein,
Was gunned
developed
down.
a
Oh my
miracle
God,
paint
Jesus.
known as Hopna. Since it was cheap and had no side effects,
Big
it dominated
Pharma
the market
couldn't
instantly.
have it.
Big Pharma had to fucking put him down, man.
They said it freed people from all suffering and was even celebrated as the drug that could save the world.
Uh-oh.
Molly in the water is my idea.
Hopna was a grand trap that he set
Molly,
upon us all.
Ozempic, lorazepam in the water. Everybody's feeling
Well, this reminds me of Oryx and Crake.
What kind of music would you like?
How about something with the vibe of a man who sold his soul to the devil?
There's a playlist.
great. I guarantee there's a Spotify playlist right now that has
A lot of Robert Johnson on it.
Oh yeah, so one other thing that I know about this is that they did some rotoscoping of the action scenes with the stunt coordinator for the John Wick movies.
Ooh, okay.
Cool.
So like some of that stuff's going to be pretty accomplished, I guess. I think it'll be interesting.
No, it's Kamasi Washington, Bonobo, and floating points? Fuck yeah.
Probably
We've
gonna
got
be
10 minutes. We clear?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll only last 3.
Every stranger who's ever visited me usually turns out to be either a lawyer or a hitman.
I've come here today to ask you for a favor. I could free you from your current situation. 888 years.
Oh my God, multiple
I know
life
everything there
sentences.
is-
If you find yourself unable to feel any kind of pain, then that is no different from being dead.
While it is unfortunate, due to its dependency on Hopna, mankind as we know it is dead.
Oh my God.
Become fixated. This struggle has irreparably destroyed the environment of our planet.
What if this is a Cowboy Bebop prequel? This is how the Earth gets fucked up.
3 years after ingestion, Hopna will mutate, killing all those who have taken it.
What?
I have no intention of playing God.
Sure you don't.
All I am doing is serving as the 7th trumpeter.
You've got to be kidding.
You have 30 days. If someone can find me within that time, then humanity will survive.
Sounds like a scavenger hunt. Fun.
And I don't think I'll ever be back.
Okay, but why?
With what's going on, there's no point in coming to school anymore.
Based.
Whether we as a race are worth saving or not is something that I leave for all of you to decide.
Chaos King over here.
I have a pretty bad habit. I break out of prisons.
Hurry it up.
Officer, why the ra-
Watch yourself.
Calm down. Nobody move.
We're all dead in 30 days anyway. Cause also if I'm the guards, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You go wherever. Do I care?
This dude is very, very jet coded. You know?
Oh
like,
yeah. I do this classic, bebop.
Like he's just having a goof, but he's just a cool as a cucumber
Just a
type shit, you know?
cool guy.
Oh!
Wow. Cool. Oh, not the milk.
He's fine.
That was cool.
He's just Jet's great grandfather.
It's me, Mario.
I want to add some Nintendo effects to this for sure when he's.
Oh, that hurt.
All right.
Hey, buddy! Let me out!
I mean, he's a parkour king.
Oh, he's parkouring like a son of a bitch. Look at this guy.
Parkour!
Andy Dufresne could never.
We just sit him here like this. he's like, what
He's
a
like,
chump,
I'm not
Andy
gonna
Dufresne.
dig through
Crawling
shit.
through a river of shit. Like, get the
Nah.
fucking fuck out of here. I'm staying high and dry.
Cool car.
Dustin, you secretly want a Cybertruck.
No, he
Looks like someone's in a good mood.
You know, I've come to realize that I don't have to force myself to go to school anymore. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child.
What'd I say?
Oh, look, a kitty cat.
I'm the same. Oh, she's me for real.
It's like
Elena,
Mad Max car. That's
Keep tabs on all.
kind of,
things
sort of,
to
yeah. It's like rustic, but
Roger.
sort of in that one, in that one kind of more futuristic vein. Yeah.
unbelievable.
At this point, he could have already been shot dead by the police.
That's highly unlikely. He's not that kind of man.
He's a specialist boy. This is an anime.
Sick.
Okay.
Full Metal Lazarus.
After Professor Skinner's shocking statement earlier, full-on riots have broken out in some places. People have begun lighting pharmaceutical companies on fire.
My
You literally just gotta swap out like pharmaceutical with Tesla and like like we're already here.
They are doing everything they can to
RFK
develop
is
a
on the
cure
case.
for
Right?
Did RFK write this anime?
Did you guys see that RFK came out and he was like, the only way that we can stop the measles thing is through vaccines? He got confronted with like real shit. Like
I am supporting
hilarious.
his
I'm fine with it. I'm
taking
fucking fine
in new
with it.
information and changing.
Mhm.
The end is nigh as Satan calls forth Armageddon.
Oh my God. Harry Potter fans over here. It looks like that symbol that's like
At the New York Stock Exchange with the Dow Jones.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll all be
Even
fine. Listen, we're dealing with it. God.
Yeah.
Every Jehovah's Witness is like, we're gonna be fine.
Is that prisoner outfit some type of fashion trend or what?
Oh man, you got me. What kind of moron would be that stupid?
People have been rioting, so don't go wandering around.
Be careful around here.
Get home
Yeah,
safely.
Yeah.
Attention all units.
oh no.
An escapee from Northport Correctional Facility has
There we go.
forwarding a picture to you now.
Ah, that son of a...
Better get
This
you.
does feel very old school though,
Yeah,
doesn't
I
it?
love it. No, I'm
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
You put it on a mannequin. Nice.
Oh yeah, you hear that you have a death sentence and you work retail. You're like, take it on.
Whatever.
Fuck.
You're like, fucking go for it. Absolutely.
If things go too far, those people might very well be our last hope.
Those people.
Or are there people sitting around like, yeah, I never did it. You know, I just,
Yeah,
I didn't,
I'll be fine.
I
Oh no,
raw
the
dogged it,
anti,
you know what
the
I mean? Like,
anti-fat, the crystal moms, who are like, my body is a temple.
Right, exactly. Yeah, totally.
Stop resisting
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting. No, they're drinking like, you know, they've been drinking raw milk and stuff like that, Morgan. They're doing great.
But also, they shouldn't have trusted Dr. Skinner after he put that baby in a box.
Also, Dr. Skinner was also taking his kid to work as like a human shield, like all the time. It was just weird, fucked up behavior. You know what I mean?
Now it looks like he's running somewhere way off the main road.
Okay. They got a whole team.
Oh my God. Okay, like this is a cool looking cast of characters. I'm with this. The soundtrack sounds sick as fuck too. Yeah, these cars are way cooler than the Cybertrucks. they're way more Mad Maxy for sure. I think
Yeah.
you were right on the fucking money with that.
Just punch them.
Punch the drones.
Yeah, or like ride the drones. Like
Ride
grab
the
a hold of a drone. Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Okay, kick a
kicked
drone.
it,
We'll kick a
kicked the
drone.
drone.
All right, we got it.
Permission to open fire?
Permission's been granted.
Thank you very much.
Oh, she gets to shoot at him.
Try not to. Oh my God, Jesus.
Gotta say, her motorcycle also humiliating. They make her drive that.
Those long ones are pretty rough, man. Like I mean, like that's kind of I'm with you when it comes to some of those like long chopper ones.
I don't know, you crush some Hackna up in it. It's pretty good. Oh no, he's just trying to do his job.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Damn.
Man. Guys, just what the fuck, lady?
Don't they want him to work for it? Like,
I think they're trying to slow him down.
Probably.
Or they're trying to get him.
It's one of those things. I bet she's such a good shot. She's like, I was never gonna hit him. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to slow this asshole down.
No, I think that's the thing. They're trying to force him to go
a certain direction
where they want,
Right.
so that they can cut him off. And
Show's over. Put your hands up.
But don't I at least get to see the face of the guy who's gonna kill me?
Bird power.
Can I at least
is there a bomb in the bird? He's gonna grab the birds.
He's gonna grab a bird, or maybe he'll grab the drone.
Can he fly?
No, he can't fly.
can't
he's gonna
fly.
fucking. He's gonna grab onto something. Yeah, he's gonna grab that drone. There we go.
But that's their drone, can't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Be like, cool, now we got you. Just drone him right over to where you want him.
Oh my God, I think that was like the most awesome street performance I've ever seen.
She's part of it. She's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
She's gotta be.
Isn't she the one on the motorcycle?
Okay, ready?
Getting
3,
stopped by a
2,
fucking hot
1.
skirt.
Smile.
Here we go.
There
Nice.
it is.
Got him. Oh,
She's
that's
just
fun.
the best honey pot in town. No one's ever done it better.
We'd all stop and get a selfie with her.
No, I'm on to her shit.
Oh, this looks cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I like this.
What if those weirdos that stopped me at that truck stop
They were
in
trying
Ohio
it.
were gonna try and
I don't know
kidnap
why
me?
you did that.
wait. What happened in Ohio? We'll talk. We'll save it for the post up.
The hell is this thing?
It's a Fitbit.
Finally, we meet again.
I seriously have no idea what the hell is going on here. Even are you people?
We call ourselves Lazarus.
They said the thing.
Axel Gilberto.
Huh?
All right. Axel Gilberto.
There we go.
Goddamn Italians every
You got a
time.
title by the Boo Radleys?
Who are the Boo Radleys?
A 90s alt rock band.
Do you think is it a new track or is it?
I don't know.
Huh. We'll just sit and watch this because I want to see what's going on here.
This sounds like from
very
the 90s. But
This sounds very 90s. Huh. Do you think this was his dream that we're watching right here?
Yeah, 93.
Oh, is that right? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's everybody dead.
Yeah, where everybody's going. Yep. Once it runs out.
Except for he never took any. But it's like, if you didn't take any, everything's gonna smell crazy.
Okay.
Dang.
Alrighty, there we go. All right, well, what'd you guys think?
I really like it. But it is the same, kind of the same story as well. Not the same, but like the scientist.
what?
The scientist's whole deal is the same as in Orcs and Crake, where mad scientist, a super genius, introduces a drug to the world that supposedly is supposed to be like a painkiller kind of Molly / birth control thing, so that and then war kind of goes away on Earth because it's like everybody just like makes everybody feel good and like takes away. Seems like this miracle drug, but it's really his grand plan is to end humanity because he has engineered his own humans. But so I'm like when I was seeing that I'm like, oh, it's Orcs and Crake. He's Orcs and Craking.
Okay.
But
I've never. Was it like a show
it's
or?
Margaret Atwood.
Handmaid's Tale.
Author.
Word. Okay.
It's her other thing because she has like it's like a trilogy.
Did they make a fucking show about that only lasted one season, or am I thinking of something else? Like
I don't think so. I feel like I would have known about it, but I mean maybe I missed it.
I mean,
but
it sounds I.
But it's like a trilogy. There's like I think there's like 3 books there.
Interesting. All right. Well, there you go. I mean, like,
the brain must be such a fun place.
Listen.
Well, Handmaid's Tale, she was just taking stuff that had already happened, and the Orcs and Crake is a little bit more creative.
I mean, like it was fun. It was like weird eccentric billionaire, except for that guy for like a billionaire genius, or whatever it was. Like seemed like had way too much riz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Had way too much fucking charisma, uniqueness, and talent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like, just well spoken, not like a sputtering fucking inane moron. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
the thing is,
that was a little
maybe because he could actually do the thing. He made the drug. He didn't just
he did make the drug.
He didn't just hire people and then go, look what I did. He didn't just take his like emerald mine money and fail upwards.
Right, totally. Yeah.
Where it's just like
that was Elon Musk. He was just like, let's do the because Steve Jobs, but make it stupid and more racist. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Like the no, there is a very, 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 very strong retro vibe to this.
Yeah.
In a kind of a way. In an endearing way, because at first I was like, and I think it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, over the course of the next 12 weeks or something. Yeah. But there is a tempo to this dialogue, and the way that they kind of very flatly sort of say stuff is kind of endearing in a way. Like, you know what I mean? It feels very old school. It feels very Neon Gen. It feels very very much that.
I'm all in on like the style. Like I'm very intrigued. I'm just a little bit just like, oh, scientist. I'm like, well, so you made a drug And then you're mad because why? Or were you already mad at humanity? You want everyone
It could
to
have been like,
die?
it could be like a trick,
Or it was a
something
test.
like that,
He's like, I'm going to take away all humans' pain and see what they do with it, and then they just squander it. So that's why I'm not going to give them the antidote. Maybe if people had like actually, done what he had wanted them to do, or like the world had gotten even more.
He was doing like a Dr. Manhattan type thing, except for they didn't do the thing. They didn't go the way that
he was like
that he
testing
wanted to.
humanity, and then also but it could also not kill them.
His whole thing, I don't want to play God. I'm like, you are 100% playing God,
buddy.
You don't want to.
You don't want to, but you are.
I don't want to do this,
Right.
but I have to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, and I don't know. There could also be. And now I'm thinking about like some of the other elements to which, like, I was sort of thinking about the Cowboy Bebop episode that was very much the what do you call it? The Earth is about to be recycled. What was the Heaven's Gate like kind of type figure or whatever it was? So it wasn't exactly there. I mean, like, but I'm kind of thinking like, is this like a kind of a, like maybe, who knows? I mean, like, is this guy even, a guy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, like he's a personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I think that there's a bunch of different things that we could kind of get into as far as like what, and it'll be interesting to see. I will say this. I wonder how much we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of like how this world works, because that was one thing about Cowboy Bebop that they kind of didn't really worry about that much. Was like explaining everything. Like it was more about kind of this whole thing.
And you could, if you really got into it and got nerdy about it, you could use context clues to like draw conclusions or patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
But I did like that it wasn't like, hand fed to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be totally fine with that, because I'm like, but also I like the idea of like, okay, we got this team that has to try and save the world, but the world is also dealing with this. So it's like, is everything going to just slowly get crazier and crazier as the clock clicks down? Because like right now we saw a guy driving the truck to, like, he's jumping on the truck, and I was thinking about the guy in the truck or the guy in the thing where like, oh, you just went to work that day.
Was he just driving to the casino to be like, fuck it, who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
either
as far
that,
as,
or but I'm like, when I see somebody in their uniform just doing their job, like going to your prison job when you're probably gonna be dead in 30 days, it's like, really, I'm gonna put on my little uniform and go to work?
Like how they profile that, I think will be very interesting. Like as far as like how they press forward with just like and again just kind of being like, how does this world work, and like, and the people, or I think it'll probably end up being more, because I will say, like, at the very first like opening like fucking minute of it, I was like, wow, this is throwing a lot at me like super quick. You know what I mean? But then it settled in.
Chill out a little. Yeah.
I like it's updated for sure. We got drones, we got different things, we got a lot of stuff that looks a lot more familiar. Like it's like an updated kind of version of elements of the of the future, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like future, but the world seems very like relative to now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
People
yeah.
still like cats.
Yep.
Yeah,
we still have a Dow Jones and a NASDAQ.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Crazy.
I'm like, oh, your stock market crash. You guys are freaking out. Ho hum. I've been dealing with that.
Right.
Guess what? If you don't invest in the stock market,
no problems here.
No problems when it crashes.
Well, except for everybody losing their jobs, and then they can't buy anything from us.
No,
or
let
do
me
anything.
have this. Let me have this. Being a broke bitch and being like, not my problem.
No, it's just like everything else is. It's like there's a bunch of people that deserve it that I don't give a fuck about. I'm actively rooting against that are going to get hurt by it. But unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of other people, like which But yeah, no, I mean, there's a bit of shade in Freud, but you're also like, yeah, I mean, but like it was like. It'll be interesting to kind of see like how people react and if they decide to kind of get into that shit. You know what I mean? Because that's where that material in Cowboy Bebop like fucking excelled like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like that was the best stuff I think in that show, was like kind of just cluing into and profiling like these very cool, interesting, flawed people. You know what I mean?
Or
And
just
we got a whole
like
team.
little
We got
check-ins with the little side, like just the little like the characterizations of the side, just people on the street.
Yeah,
it's always been.
I want some 3 bags. I want some 3 old bags of shit.
Where's our 3 old bags of shit?
I feel like this show is going to be just a bit less kooky. It still is fun enough. Like the bit where he talked to the police officer real quick and then whatever, and then swapped out the thing. Like, I think they still got
I feel like that could be a running gag. Like you could run to that guy multiple times.
That would be fun. That would actually be yeah. All right. I hope that they keep that alive, because again, that was another thing that I thought really kept Cowboy Bebop super fucking light on his feet. You know, it's how unserious it was. It would take some of the stuff. You know what I mean? And so I hope that they definitely kind of like keep it in line with that, or I'm digging this. Like, I don't think that this is just an analogous like type of throwback thing necessarily, but this is, you can tell like this is for sure. You know, this is kind of like, it's like Scorsese going back and doing like a gangster. He's like, I'm doing another gangster movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and it has a timeline. We know, and it's very much like we're in it. We know what the story is. It's like, we gotta stop the apocalypse.
We've got 30 days.
Find guy, find man.
29 days left.
Yeah, it's a great concept. I mean, it's like nice and just kind of
know what
like
we're
very
doing.
simple, fluid, been done successfully in a bunch of other stuff, you know, in a bunch of other ways and shit. And like, so also there is like a little bit of like a Ready Player One too. Not that I hope that this movie is, I hope that this shit isn't like that thing, but where it's like you need to find the guy, you know, you need to find the thing. It's a scavenger hunt. It's
find the one.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Come
you know what
find
I mean? Like,
me. If you can find me, I won't kill everyone.
Except for like that guy in fucking Ready Player One was so fucking lame. Like, he was just so, he'd be like, oh, awesomely outrageous. You know about movies and comic books. Oh, that's how we save the world. Oh,
And you're like, dude, when you recreated your childhood bedroom, did you have to have the cum sock in the corner?
Right, a cum sock in the corner.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, it was so
That's
or,
weird.
Or like one of the
weird.
memories is like him like on a fucking date or whatever, where he goes like, oh, the bitch wouldn't fucking stick with me. Awesomely outrageous. Oh, or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know. Like,
good job, Spielberg.
Actually. But again, a way more realistic portrait of a billionaire, at least in that movie. You know what I mean? Like, just a rizless, like, just like absolute fucking zero. And so, like, it'll be, I think, and it'll be interesting to kind of see like how they treat this guy that they're looking for too. You know what I mean? Like, and if they want to kind of pull the veil back, and if they want to say something interesting there. So I don't know. I don't know, week to week, fucking like this cool little fucking world, and I'm digging the vibe. I'm stoked for it. I could definitely go for a couple, about a dozen weeks of this. So I don't know. I think this will be really interesting jumping into this thing. So anyway, we appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with us as we go through Lazarus. If you guys want to get early and uncut access to our Lazarus reactions, and you guys want to get it early and uncut before it ends up on YT, before our awesome editor Rick takes care of it over there, and you guys want to get it completely full and uncut, you can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. Links in the top pinned comment. It's in the description below. Click that shit. Head on over. Just hit us up with just $5 at the tune tier, and that gets you full and uncut access to all of our Lazarus coverage, including every week you guys get it early and uncut before it ends up on YT. And we got a bunch of other stuff, Vinland Saga, Gravity Falls, a bunch of other shit on there. So we hope you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like, subscribe, ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. Never fucking hurts. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, and we'll check y'all later.